Hello friends, welcome back to lecture number 8 related to Java programming. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about association in Java, and then we are going to discuss about the difference between composition versus aggregation concept in Java. Before moving toward the implementation, let's a brief recap about previous lecture. Java basically support two types of association. First is the kind of relationship, that is the inheritance, and in lecture number 6 and 7 we have seen in detail about the kind of relationship, that how one class contains attribute or methods of another class. So basically single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, these are all the kind of relationship, and these are the is a kind of relationship. For example, car is a vehicle, truck is a vehicle, so we use these type of associations in inheritance in our lecture 6 and 7. There is another type of association that is categorized into two types. First is the aggregation and second one is the composition. So generally association is a concept that is further categorized into two subtypes. First is the aggregation and second is the composition. Basically these are the type of association, and in association basically we perform as a type of relationship. If we take the example in our real world, for example, product class has salesman and product class has category. So these are type of has a relationship which basically logically created among the classes. And in object-oriented programming, if we feel such type of relationship that is of type has a, then we use aggregation and composition. And in real world classes, if we find some type of is a relationship, then we prefer inheritance. Okay, so we are moving toward basic some more differences among the association, composition and aggregation. These are important concepts and sometimes they are intermixed with each other. So first, association is basically first type of relationship, has a type of relationship, and in association there is loose relationship among the classes. For example, if we are using two different classes, then these classes has some type of loose relationship in among associations. Basically, if loose relationship means if we are going to delete one class, then this class will never produce impact, or this class will not change or delete another class. So in short, objects can exist independently in association. Furthermore, in association there is no ownership. No ownership means every class exists independently. If we delete one class, then it will not delete the relationship of another class. This is type of association. Second type of association is basically aggregation, and an aggregation is basically a special type of association, and association is a general relation that is further categorized into aggregation and composition. So aggregation is a special type of association in which one class contains another class. Okay, basically this also contains the same type of relationship as the association. Aggregation is also a weak type of relationship. If we delete one class, then it will not delete another class. Okay, so furthermore, in aggregation there is no ownership, means every class exists independently, same like association. By syntax, there is no difference between association and aggregation. So there is some logical difference. When we are creating a relationship, we just think that these classes are categorized into association, because in association one class uses another class. with loose relationship. For example, product class uses salesman, or product class uses salesperson class. This is use type of relationship. But in aggregation, there is some type of grouping. For example, one class logically belongs to another class. For example, you can take the example of the product class. In our product class belongs to category class. There may be many categories for the product, so this belong to or grouping type of relationship exists in the aggregation. But again, there is no syntax difference between association and aggregation. Association is a general relation, and this general relation is further perform some special type of association, that is the aggregation. There is no syntax difference, but there is a logical difference. One uses use of relationship and one uses grouping or belong to type of relationship. Now the third relationship is composition, and there is a difference between aggregation and composition, and between association and composition. The major difference is that composition is a strong type of relationship, while association and aggregation are the weak type of relationship. For example, if we are going to delete one class in composition, we can see that other class also deleted. It means every class child object cannot exist independently, while in association and aggregation child class exists independently. So composition is a strong type of relationship. One class cannot exist independently means if we delete one class, then the remaining or the existing class is also deleted, and that does not exist independently. These are type of relationship. Now we are moving toward the example, and we want to know about the syntax of these three different types of associations. So first is the association versus aggregation versus composition. This is a code snip that I have listed here just to gain the concept. You can see the syntax of these three types. First is the example is the type of association. We have two different classes, for example teacher and student. There is weak type of relationship. For example, class student and teacher exist independently. For example, according to the syntax, student class basically use the reference variable of teacher class. So this is the way how you use the syntax in your Java. In Java, we don't use the pointer type reference variable. If you're using C++, you can use teacher pointer in the student class. So student has a reference to a teacher, but both can exist without each other. Means both can exist without each other. So this is a weak type of relationship. Similarly, as far as the aggregation is concerned, aggregation uses the same concept, university class. Basically, this class aggregate, or this use the reference variable of department class in the fields. Okay, so it is also the type of aggregation, and in university class we can see that department is passed in the parameters in the parameterized constructor. Department exists independently, so it is passed from the outside, it is not created the inside. In third example, that is related to composition, you can see that the syntax for association and aggregation are almost same. So there is no syntax difference, there is a logical difference while creating the relationship among different types of classes. So third example is the composition. You can take the example of engine and car. In real world example, you can also see that car cannot exist without engine, or engine cannot exist without the car. So this is a strong type of relationship, and while using the syntax of composition, basically what you do, you just use engine class, and in car class you use the reference variable of engine. And one important thing is that whenever the constructor of parent class or car class is called, it will not pass any parameter in its parameter. This is just like default. It will not pass, as we see that in the aggregation example, the reference variable from the department class is passed in the parameter, but it is not done in the composition class. This is a major difference. And as the car constructor is called, it will automatically create the object of the engine class. So when the so this is the example of composition. This car class is composed of engine class. Okay, so basically car owns the engine, and if the car is destroyed, the engine has no meaning on its own. And this is the reality, because when constructor is called, and when car constructor is going to destroy the object, then automatically engine object is also deleted, because engine is created inside the car constructor, inside the car parameterized constructor. So these are three differences among association, composition, and aggregation. Now I am moving toward my Java class. That was the product class, and we are going to implement these three concepts step by step. So first I am going, this was the product class, as this class already I am used in all my previous lecture. This has the parameter, this has parameterized constructor, that basically assign values to the instance variable of our product class, and this is the display, and this is the object that we have created in the product class. Now I'm going to create concept of composition, aggregation, and association step by step. So I'm just creating new classes in my project folder. For example, I'm going to create a new class that is sales person class. Just I'm going to finish it. Then I'm going to add one more class in my project explorer in the same package which have the product class. That is the class, and I'm going to give it the name category. Similarly, I am going to add one more class, that is class, and that is the warranty class. So these are basically three different type of classes that I have added in my product class folder. So as like inheritance, we are not going to use the extends. As you can see that we have already used this type of relationship, because this is a type of relationship. But there are certain scenarios in which we don't need the type of relationship. There does not exist a kind of relationship among the classes. There are some scenarios that uses the composition, or that uses the aggregation, or that uses the association field. So we don't need this type of association. So I'm not going to use the keyword extend here, because in this time I want to create some sort of composition, aggregation, or association. So this is not the syntax for the composition and association here. So how we are going to interlink with these classes with each other? So this is the salesperson class, and in this salesperson class I am going to add a public data member. That is, I'm making it public because I want to access this member attribute in my product class. So I'm giving a product salesperson one attribute, that is a string salesperson name, and this is basically a association, because association is basically association is a weak type of relationship, and in association product basically uses salespersons. So this is a salesperson class, and in salesperson we are going to set the constructor as well, public sales person. And in this constructor, this is basically parameterized constructor that will set the value for the our attribute, that is a salesperson name. So just I'm giving the same salesperson name in the parameter list, and here I'm going to assign the value. So this dot salesperson name is equals to salesperson sales person name. So basically this is the parameterized constructor that basically assign values from parameter to this instance variable. So whatever we pass in, whenever we create the object in main, the main object parameter will pass in this parameterized constructor, and then it will assign to these instance variables. So after creating the salesperson, I'm going to create the category, and the relationship between product and category is basically aggregation, because it makes the logical sense, and according to the logical sense, basically product class belongs to different categories. So there's logical type of grouping. So whenever there's a type of grouping, we prefer basically aggregation. So this is the aggregation. Here I am going to create one more instance variable or attribute, that is a string category name. And furthermore, I am going to use the constructor public category, and here I am going to assign the value. This is string category name, and here what I'm going to use is this dot category name equals to category name. Here I'm going to assign the values to the instance variable, and this is the salesperson that uses product class. This is the category class that belongs to product. And third is the warranty class. This class is important because here we are going to implement strong type of relationship, where the other two relationships are basically weak type relationship. So for composition, what I'm going to use is basically I'm going to add two functions here, because as I already mentioned in the slides, that for composition the objects are created inside the constructor. So we don't need the parameters, like we don't need the instance variable in our warranty class. We just need the warranty constructor, because warranty basically compose the product. Every product have the warranty, so the product and warranty are basically strong type of relationship. If we don't have the product, so warranty is wasteless. So it is a strong type of relationship. Both classes depend each other. So I'm going to use first constructor for the warranty, and this constructor basically what reflects, this constructor reflects that the object for warranty, create objects for the warranty, create warranty object. Similarly, I am going to use a method that basically show the warranty. So I'm going to use a normal member function, show warranty, and in this in this member function, because it is not the constructor, it is a normal member function of the class, it does not have the same name as the class. So for our warranty class, I am going to display a message here that is basically system.out.println, and here I am going to print values that our product have 2 years of warranty. So this message I am going to perform whenever this function is going to be called. So this is the warranty class, that product class basically composed of warranty. This is our salesperson class, and basically product uses salesperson, so it is a type of association. Here we just use the instance variable and we pass these instance variable in product class. Similarly in category we do the same, because there is no syntax difference between aggregation and association. Just we use the category instance variable name. But for warranty we use a constructor in which we want to display the message, because as product is composed of warranty, so as the constructor basically constructor creates the object, so we need the function here. We cannot insert data member here. Okay, so I'm going to move toward the product class. One more thing that I need here is I want to check that how objects are going to be deleted, because we want to see technically the object are deleted or not. As we have seen in the slide, if one object if one class is going to be deleted, then it will delete the other class object as well. For this I am going to use our destroy method. As I am going to use a public method, public void destroy, and this basically this destroy the object. So this basically done what? Basically it destroyed the warranty object. This destroy warranty object. This is the warranty class. I use 3 function here. Now I am moving toward the product class, and in my product class I am going to now I want to associate these all 3 type of classes. So what we need, we cannot use the extend keyword. We can associate the class by passing the reference variable of these classes. If we pass the salesperson reference variable here in the attribute list of the product, then automatically we get some sort of link between these classes. Now they don't know each other, because we not pass any reference variable till right now. So I'm going to pass the reference variable here, so these classes know each other. So what I'm going to use is I'm just using the same class, that is the sales person, and I'm giving a reference variable to my salesperson class, that is the salesperson class as reference variable. With the help of this reference variable I can access the attribute of this salesperson class, that is salesperson's name. This is the attribute of salesperson. Similarly for the category, I can access the category name. So first I need to create the link, and for this link I need to use the class name, that is the category, and for this I'm giving a name to the reference variable, that is the category. So this is the way how you pass these reference variable in your class here. So third thing that you need to do is third is the warranty. We also need to use a reference variable in the attribute list for the warranty class. So this is the warranty reference variable. Let's say we can give it a name WA. So what we need to change in the this is the default constructor. We don't need to change it anymore. Further, what we need to do in the parameterized constructor, now our class just don't have the ID and name. Our class is basically associated with other classes. So salesperson, category and warranty, we need to initialize these objects in our parameterized constructor here. So in additional to the two attribute that is from the product class, we are going to add these two more attribute because we want to perform the aggregation, association and composition. So first, for the aggregation and association, I'm just using the string. I'm just using the category object and warranty object. So I'm using category object. I'm first use the salesperson because it is listed first. Salesperson object, that is S, and then I'm going to use the category object, that is C. After this, we don't use the warranty object here because warranty object is the type of composition, and keep remember that while performing the composition we don't pass the reference variable, we just create the object in the constructor. So externally it is not passed and it is not acceptable for the part of the composition. So just first, for association and aggregation, I'm going to set my assign values to my instance variable that now contains data member as well as the reference variable to the salesperson and category class. So here I'm going to use this dot. What I'm going to use is this dot category basically. So this we can use this dot C, that is the category, equals to C. Similarly, we can use this dot salesperson. So first I'm going to use the salesperson object. So this dot S equals to S. Here is the difference between the here in above. We just use this keyword with the direct name of the attribute. This is the name, ID and name. But first time we are going to use this keyword with the object. So we can use this keyword with the object. This basically points to instance variable, and this basically points to basically these salesperson object and categories are now in the list of the instance variable. First they points the salesperson class, and then from salesperson this object S can access the salesperson name. Similarly, the category class now contains a reference variable C, and this object reference basically points to category class, and this category class, with the help of this category object C, we can access the its attribute. So with the help of the object name we can easily access the attributes name. So here for the reason of composition, association and aggregation, we do this, we use this these attribute in our field of the product class. So what I'm going to do additionally is in the constructor is as I assign values to the to my salesperson object, and same for the category category class object. Now I want to perform some type of what I want to perform for warranty class. I want to perform the association. So for warranty I want to perform the composition because it is a strong type of relationship, and for composition I need to create a object inside the product class. So but I need to create the object, I need to create the object of the warranty because there is a strong type of relationship. Product and warranty are strongly related. If there is a no product class, then the warranty is faceless. So whenever the product class is parameterized constructor is called, then it will create a warranty class warranty class object. So here we can use create this object with the help of